Hello, today we're going to talk about spinal pain when you're trying to exercise on a mat. It's a very common complaint when people try and do particularly core exercises that they either get a really sore neck doing them or they get a sore back, or even just lying on the floor. Some people get a very sore back. So we're going to look at two exercises that might help sort that problem out for you. So let's talk about our lower back first. So often people find when they're doing any exercises, particularly using their legs, that they end up feeling that their back's working far too hard. And often that's because what they're doing is as it gets tired, they're starting to arch their back, okay? So their back comes away from the mat. So we're going to do an exercise called dead bugs, which basically encourages you to keep that lower back down onto the mat. And if you get really good at this and you practice this, when you then go and do your other exercises, they'll be much, much easier. So let's have a wee look at the theory of this. So the theory of this is at all times you want to try and keep your lower back pressed down into the mat. So even this position here for some people is quite a struggle to do that, and you will really feel everything naturally work around your core, and your back will feel lovely and relaxed. Okay, so this might be your starting position, and you might just want to have to hold that till it starts to get a bit tired. You would then come down and again try and hold that again. But once that gets quite easy, what you want to do is you want to start bringing in some arm and leg movement. Now, as I do that, my lower back should stay on the floor. Now, often people can do a few of these, but as they get a bit tired, they start to arch their spine. Can you see that? So they start to arch to try and maintain the position of the leg. You don't want to do that. You want to try and always keep that lower back on the ground. So this is something that you can practice. Again, it's just a case of retraining it and asking it to get a wee bit stronger in this position. Okay, other ways you can do it is you can bring in arms overhead. You can play around with it. Any combination actually is really good. But the important thing to remember is that this lower back is staying on the ground. So practice that. The other thing you can do if you want to make it really a bit harder is to add some form of weight in. So again, you could take your weight over above your head, again, keeping that lower back down into the ground. So if you can maintain that, then often these other exercises like double leg lifts, that sort of thing, actually become much more enjoyable, would we say. The next one is neck pain. So often when people are doing any form of abdominals, they start to get really, really sort of sore and tight in their neck. And that's often again down to the fact that the muscles deep inside your neck are not working terribly well. They tend to get quite tired. So an exercise for this is you want to make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed. You want to make sure your jaw's nice and relaxed. And you want to tuck your chin in. Okay, so you'll probably feel that actually as a wee bit of a stretch. Now in that position here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now just lift my head off the bed. Now you probably can't see that, and you shouldn't be able to see it. It literally is just a small lift of keeping everything nice and relaxed. And again, don't let this chin come out because that makes it too easy, and that's exactly what we're trying to avoid. So again, chin in and head just off the bed so that you're taking the whole weight of your head, which you'll realise is quite heavy. Now I can feel my neck shaking already with that. Okay, and then you're going to come down. Now this is a good starting position for you. Tuck your chin in, lift your head up. And you'll feel it getting really, really shaky. It often gets tired very, very quickly, particularly when you're just focusing on that. Good. Okay, so you might want to start off with that. The way to progress that on is to add some rotation to it. So again, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, tuck your chin in, lift your head off the bed, and nice and controlled, you're trying to just rotate your head round. Again, making sure that you're keeping that chin in all the time. And again, for this to improve and get stronger, you need to make sure it gets a bit tired, and you build on that so you can hold it for longer. So hopefully you found those 2 examples useful. Go away, practice them, and hopefully you'll enjoy them. Thank you.